Hey guys, what's going on? Kyrin Bingaman here, and we
Ron
got
Bender, what's up?
Run, and we got the first, I guess, pilot episode of MC Small Talk. So essentially, what we're gonna do is kind of catch up with people. Am I allowed to swear on here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. We might talk some shit on some people, or just the county in
I'm
general.
just the middleman here.
He's the officiator, referee, whatever you want to call
yeah.
him. But yeah, so we're got quite a bit of stuff to talk about. We have Hayden Hidlay, the wrestling prodigy, here from our very own Mifflin County, going to be on the show in a little bit. Ron, how you been? What have you been up to?
Lockhaven University for marketing, you know what it is. Just that, working at First Quality, getting some summer dough, getting ready to head back. Decided to do this podcast last second, got a lot of love on Twitter, so here we are, ready to call Hayden Hidlay.
Cool. I guess, what have I been up to? Not that anyone really cares.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
All right.
What's up, man?
Not much. I've been working a lot. I have a job at Stalker Chevrolet and Subaru right now selling cars. And then I just got offered a job at Faulkner Buick GMC in Philadelphia. It's actually like about 40 minutes north of Philly. It's in a place called Trevose. So I'll be living in a place called Manayunk. It's like a, if you can't see right now, if you're listening, you might be hearing some clicks. We got Noah here trying to get a little bit better lighting, but it's all good for the video portion of this. But yeah, so I'll be moving down there on now August 27th because that's whenever my mom can get off to help me move. So yeah, getting ready to move down there, sell some cars down there, move some weight, move some metal.
Congrats, man. Getting
Appreciate
out of
it.
Mifflin County.
What's your total this month for cars?
Total this month, I think right now I'm up to like 8, something like that.
How many Outbacks?
How many Outbacks? Man, not that many. It's been a month of Foresters. It's been a month of used cars for me. No used Outbacks though.
So
We sold the best one, so no one even wants to come in and take a look at anything else.
You're ready to leave the county, huh?
Oh, let me tell you about Mifflin County.
I love this county.
So, how?
It's a good county.
It's a good place to be.
What makes it a good county though? That's my question.
It's home. It's
It's home,
a
man.
diverse of people.
I respect all opinions, but I do respect this place a lot.
Is there like any reason just other than because you grew up here?
Maybe the people. What we're about to talk about this podcast.
Oh man.
There's the bad people, but if you surround yourself with the good, this county's it's a fun time.
That's a valid point. I mean, it sucks that we're all starting to hang out now that I'm getting ready to leave and you guys are getting ready to go back to college.
That's a bummer.
But I guess that's what happens whenever you grow up and you got to work for a living and pay bills and you don't get as much time to do all the fun stuff, which
We had some good times in high school, man.
Oh my God, Rumble
Rumble.
was fun as hell.
May or may not need to cut that one out.
Yeah.
No.
No. I think Rumble is general knowledge to anyone in our age bracket and anyone that's listening to this. We won't go into the details of Rumble.
No, we won't.
We'll
just
opt
leave
out
it
on
at that.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like Mifflin County is a very interesting place because it's like every other small town in America where there's a lot of people that never get out and then they're raised into generations of never getting out and they never actually see anything and they think like going to state college is a big deal. Like I think that's
going to state, bro.
Yeah, I think that's
a big deal for me. You're calling me a degenerate.
I'm not calling you a degenerate. I never said that. Well, how old are you, bud?
19.
Okay, where are you going to college at? Messiah? There's nothing wrong with that. But all I'm saying is it's like whenever you're racing generations, I'm not trying to talk shit on you, but I know people are going to get pissed off in this, but at this point, I've been saving this. I've been saving this for the day that we actually run this. So here's the thing. People think that like going to, I don't know, did you see that tweet that I shared the other day? It was like things people do in small towns. They talk shit, which is what we're doing right now. We're guilty of that. At least I'm guilty of it. They go to slightly larger towns, like some people from Juniata County, who I won't name names, but there's some of them. And I just think it's the dumbest shit ever because there's so much more to experience out there. And I think that another thing that really irritates me and was why I'm moving is that there's not a lot of ambitious people. So people like to just sit here and complain and talk shit and bitch about everything wrong with their life instead of going out and actually doing something. So that to me, that like toxic vibes or whatever you want to call it, I just think that that's like really stupid, and I think you should get out and see the world. So that's why I don't like the county.
Respect.
But yeah, I think it's dumb as shit.
Like I said, I associate with the good people in the county. Like Hayden Hidlay is about to have him.
I'm not gonna deny that there's good people in the county. I just think overall there's a lot more to experience in life.
Yeah, respect.
A lot more people to meet. That's for sure.
Yep. All right, let's talk a little bit about Hayden Hidlay. Hayden Hidlay is a 4-time PA State qualifier, 3-time place winner. He got 6 as a sophomore, 3rd as a junior, and finally won his senior year. Heading into NC State, he redshirted his freshman year, winning the National Collegiate Open. And now his redshirt freshman season, he actually got 2nd place, which is big. It was crazy seeing Hayden out there on the big stage, knowing I had 9th grade biology class with him. He's my lab partner, so I can only imagine how he felt. We're going to talk about that a little bit later and see what he's up to down in North Carolina.
So now, if you don't mind me asking someone that doesn't get into sports that much, what does it mean to redshirt?
Redshirting is like taking a year off to rather, like you can do an injury redshirt or you can better yourself. Like he trusts his coaches, so he took a year off, trained hard, wrestled unattached, and came back another year even better, improved wrestler. So
was this like after high school?
Yeah, his first year after high school.
So he took like a gap year essentially, but it's called like a red shirt because he was like doing it to train and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's still taking classes and stuff.
Okay.
Like his education's there, but
oh, okay. So like sports wise, he took time off.
Yeah, but
to train.
Yeah.
Okay.
To better himself for the next year, and it obviously paid off for him getting 2nd as a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, definitely.
Very impressive.
And he still has a year eligibility from that.
Oh, okay, really? That's sick. So, I guess at this point, I can turn on my screen recording.
Yeah.
We'll jingle them up here. Hopefully the audio comes through. I didn't even think of that. But we'll play that one by ear, I guess. We can kind of hear it in here, so we'll know what's going on.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
What's going on, bud?
How's it going?
It's going. We're doing the podcast thing, as you're aware. Run's kind of out of the picture here a little bit, at least on our end. But we're gonna edit you in. We're gonna put you in the corner. I'm not sure yet, but we'll get that figured out. So you're down in North Carolina right now, right?
Yep, I'm in Duck, North Carolina. Shout out to the Wilson family for having me along to their family vacation. So just enjoying the sun.
Wait, is Heath with you?
Yes, Heath is with me.
Shout out to the Wilsons for letting Heath participate.
So, do you go to college in North Carolina? Like, I'm trying to catch up with everybody. I guess it's kind of the point of the podcast. So you are currently in college in North Carolina. How far is where you're staying at from, like, I guess on the beach? Like, how far is it from your college?
So I go to school at NC State, which is in Raleigh, and that's about 3 hours from the coast here. So it's pretty nice. I'm like right in the center of kind of North Carolina, so I can get to the mountains pretty easily. I can go to the beach. It's around 3 hours for there. So pretty cool location. That's about 7.5 hours from Lewistown. So it's a little bit of a drive, but starting to get used to that quite a bit.
How often do you come back up?
Well, I definitely come up for the holidays, and I try to get back, I don't know, whenever the wrestling season's out, I try to get back at least once a month. So I've been home a few times, but usually it's only 2 or 3 days at a time, so that's kind of tough.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be hard driving that, because that's like 16 hours total? No, 14. I can't do math. This is why I should have went to college instead of selling cars. Shit. Yeah. So you're wrestling down there. I just learned what it means to be a red shirt, which that's crazy. That's rad as hell. So congratulations on that and all your accomplishments. I gotta ask though, before we get into the wrestling stuff, how far is Charlotte from you? That's in North Carolina, right? I don't know my geography either.
Charlotte's the southeast of North Carolina. It's right along the South Carolina border, so that's about a 3-hour drive from Raleigh.
So you going to any NASCAR races yet? You going to see like 5 hours of... Holy shit, that's the NASCAR hub, dude. You gotta go.
I know, I'm right.
You got all the race teams there?
Of NASCAR, but I haven't made it out to a race yet. Heath has actually been to a few. He likes going to Dover, but I haven't made it out to a NASCAR race yet.
Does he have tickets to the fall race?
I don't know. I'm not sure. He's down in North Carolina with me now, so I doubt he'll make that trip up. But
Son of a bitch. I was gonna say because I'd totally go to Dover with him. I've been meaning to get back to another NASCAR race. Man, I miss watching like 5 hours of left turns. But anyway, believe Run's got some questions here for you. Some
right,
stuff to
let's
go
do it.
over.
All right, Hayden, before we get started, I want to introduce you what you have written down here for the ping pong tournament a couple years back. He resides in the south side of Lewistown and is mainly concerned with ordering supplies and taking care of business. He's employed by the Standard Steel as their junkyard dog. Give it up for the Rottweiler. Can you give us a little explanation on that introduction?
Well, back in high school, I kind of had a big thing with like junkyard dogs and I don't know, just big fighting dogs like pit bulls and Rottweilers. And when I went to the gym, I wanted to kind of sculpt my body around trying to become, what a Rottweiler looks like, just very thick up top and kind of, menacing looking from a distance. So, that was the whole idea behind that, and I think some people got a kick out of that. But yeah, the junkyard dog, and I started, my neck started to get really fat, and had the real muscular neck, and so the guys started calling me on my team the Mug Root Beer Dog, and so that kind of, that took a little bit of a run, and I enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, we're gonna put that picture you sent us on this green screen here when we edit it out, so people can see what's going on with that. But
So with the neck thing, did it make it hard to like sleep at night? Like, did you snore a lot because of how big like your neck was getting, like muscle wise? Was it like constricting your trachea?
I would agree. I would say that I'm a little bit of a snorer when I sleep. I think, I don't know. I think it was good for wrestling just because of having a strong neck helps. And so, whatever consequences the fat neck brought to my phases of life, I was kind of willing to be okay with it.
So like, whenever you snore, are you like a snorer like with your mouth shut? Are you like full open mouth and you're like you sound like a pig whenever you snore?
I don't know if I could tell you, but you'd have to ask Trent because he's dealt with sleeping with me in the same room for his whole entire life. So I don't know. I can't really give you a real firm answer, but there is definitely snoring going on.
You ever think about getting like a mouthpiece or something like that? I heard those were supposed to help. Oh shit, we went to Twitter. You're still there, but
yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm willing to do that.
You're not willing to accept a sponsorship from some mouthpiece company? Or I guess you're in college, so you can't take sponsorships, can he?
No sponsorships yet.
What kind of sponsorships do you want? You like Wawa Hoagies? Is that something that's like interesting to you?
Yeah, I'd be interested to play that market out. I think I'll send out my application at Jersey Mike's, Jimmy John's, and Wawa and Sheets. Maybe try to get a bidding war with those guys.
Sheets? They don't have any good hoagies.
hold that thought.
No, they don't.
We're coming back to top 5 hoagies later on in the show.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back in time a little bit. You just won a state title. Well, let's go before that. Talk the recruiting process about NC State and why you picked them.
Well, I think with NC State, I just was sold on the message that I could kind of really lead the program into good team results, and also I'd be able to achieve my individual results that I wanted. And so I was, that was the best of both worlds for me. At the time, when I was recruited by them, they had just gone through a coaching change and weren't as good, but then I started to see some of the results from their team, and they had a lot of promise. And so I committed to NC State, and they had a really great year right before I got there. And, ultimately this year we got fourth at the NCAA team championships, and that kind of was really reassuring for me that I chose the right place. We have a really great team, and I had some pretty good individual results this year as well. So I was really happy with that decision.
Yeah, for sure. Let's fast forward from the red shirt season. You won a National Collegiate Open. Let's talk about the big stage. How describe the emotions and how it felt to be coming through that tunnel.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience for me. I think especially at the beginning of the year, I was outside of the top 20 in every rankings. Nobody really gave me a shot at the beginning of the year, but I knew how good I was at the start, and I just wanted to make sure I was consistent throughout the year. as the year went on, I started to get more confident, and I started to beat some really good guys. And once I got to NCAA's, I knew that was an opportunity that I needed to take advantage of, was getting onto the big stage and seeing how good I am. And so just coming out of the tunnel with the flames on your back and just looking up and there's 20,000 people in an arena just watching you. That's kind of things that you dream about as a kid. So I was really fortunate to get in that position, and ultimately things didn't play out my way, and I lost that match. But I think I learned a lot from that experience.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy getting on ESPN, seeing you. We were ninth grade bio partners, and you were out on the big stage wrestling for a national title. That was pretty cool.
You were on ESPN?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Did you get like an interview on there?
No.
Or did they just like...
don't get interviews.
Well, I think you're a winner, Hayden.
Thank you.
But I guess like a follow-up question to that, what was it like dreaming about this all your life and then like hopping out there? Like, did you get like stage fright? Or, like, what was going through your mind as like 20,000 people are there? And like what goes through your mind during that process?
No, that's a good question, because I think some people handle it different ways. For me, I just like to stay consistent. I wanted to make sure that my first match I wrestled at the beginning of the year against the Citadel was the same as it was when I wrestled against NCAA finals. And so, that's hard for some people to do, but I got into a routine, and so I was able to do my routine that night, and I wasn't focused about what was happening around me. I could just focus on what I needed to do in that match. And once I got out to the big stage and wrestling started, I didn't really feel the pressure too much. And I mean, if you look at it, I've been doing this for, I don't know, probably close to 15 years now, and if you start changing up the way that you game plan and the way that you prepare for matches, I think you can start getting off track. And so for me, just consistency was huge. And I was able to go out to the mat without any nerves or anything like that. And, I felt comfortable out there. Match just didn't go my way.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I feel like wrestling, obviously it's a physical sport, but I feel like it can be a bit of a mental sport. And I mean, especially if you like psych yourself out, like walking out there and just getting that stage fright and getting, I guess, stage fright and kind of getting cold feet can definitely ruin your match.
I think with wrestling, just because it's just you out there, it can be really hard for some people. And team sports, it's sometimes it's easier to put the blame on other people when things go wrong. And when I wrestled NCAA's, I was out in the center stage and it was just me out there. So I don't have anybody to blame but myself, and I am able to just look at what I did and kind of pick out the things I did wrong in that match. And, I think that's really helpful, in wrestling. You can really tell what you do wrong and what you do right.
Yeah, definitely takes some years. And I mean, you said you've been doing it for like 15 then?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely takes some time to learn for sure. Runt, you got some more questions there?
You were talking about a team. You got a couple new team members coming down to the Wolfpack, Heath and Trent. Talk about a little bit what Heath's going to be doing down there.
So, with Heath and Trent, that was really cool to have them as a package deal, just because Trent was a top 10 recruit in high school, and he had a bunch of schools out. Again, that was huge. And, once Trent got down here, we said, you know what, we might as well get Heath too. And so Heath graduated Ursinus College with his undergrad, and now will be going to grad school at NC State. And so we're really happy to be down here. I'm living with him right now. Trent has to live in the dorms for his freshman year, but next year he'll be moving in with us. And so he really worked out great. And Heath is going to have a little bit of a role with our wrestling team, helping out with our director of operations. So he'll be kind of ordering some plane tickets and helping out the team whenever with some like managerial things. But it'll be cool to have him around the program.
That's really cool. Is your family staying up in Lewistown for, I'm assuming Lydia's playing field hockey, or?
Yeah, they'll be in Lewistown. Hopefully we can get her down south some point too. Yeah. But they'll be in Lewistown for now.
That's cool. So recently you just won the U23 world team, and you'll be going overseas, right, here in November?
Yes. Yeah, so I won the U23 World Team Trials at 70 kilos, which is like 154. And so I'll get to be on Team USA for the U23 World Championships in Romania. So, I mean, I don't have any idea what goes on in Romania, but I'm excited for the opportunity. That'll be a lot of fun, and so that'll be in November.
So that's what's coming up next for you.
Yep. So it'll be right at the start of the collegiate season, but that'll be my first event. I believe it'll be a freestyle tournament, but it'll just be a really great opportunity, to see the world's best and compete for a world medal. That would be a lot of fun. And then right after that, I'll start into the college season.
That's super cool.
It's definitely one hell of a way to start off the season. Holy shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's crazy. So, when did you say that was again? I was kind of making sure that everything was still recorded. 'Cause we've been
November,
having
right?
fits.
What's up, November? Yep.
That's crazy. So,
You said that'll be on TV?
It'll be online somewhere. I don't know if it'll be on TV.
Flow, maybe?
yeah, I was gonna say Flow, maybe.
Yeah, well, it'll be right in the middle of the night, I think.
Oh yeah, the time difference.
Yeah, it'll be rough.
You're gonna be. How many days
I'll
do
be
you have?
wrestling at like 2 in the morning.
Oh jeez. How many times how much time do you have before you get there? Before you start
Well,
wrestling? So like from whenever you
classes
land.
going on and everything, they're trying to get us in, get there and get out as soon as possible. So I think I'll be out there for like 5 or 6 days.
That's crazy. That would
Yeah.
suck to be jet lagged and try and wrestle. Oh man.
Yeah, it'll be. Well, we'll have like 3 or 4 days right before wrestling starts, and then we'll leave
Oh, okay.
immediately after wrestling. So
That's not bad.
I should be acclimated.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're going to transition into some other little Mifflin County talk.
All right, great. I can't wait for this.
But first, do you plan on taking your talents to WWE? I know our senior year for homecoming, you were John Cena.
Well, the thing with WWE, they're not really looking for anybody that's 5'8", 160 pounds. So
I wouldn't say that.
that-
I wouldn't say that because John Cena's pretty short. Like, have you ever seen him like in
I
an
don't know.
interview?
John Cena's got to weigh like 250 though.
Yeah, but Bud, whenever you're not like in wrestling and stuff like that, you don't have to clean bulk. We can dirty bulk you. We can get you some Hoagies. We can get you some Easy Mac. We'll get you up there. We'll get you into some Coney Island hot dog eating contest. That's a good way to put on some weight right there.
I want to hear your name for WWE, what it would be.
Oh, Double H.
Double H.
I
Oh,
would be Triple H's illegitimate son. And it would
he
be
like-
a great storyline, but
He runs that now, doesn't he? He's like the
Yep.
he took over
Oh, yeah.
he took over like Vince's spot.
yep. So he would be my illegitimate father, and I would try to gain his his love and affection, but he just never would give it to me, and I would be in the ring just trying to impress him, but he would never like me. So that would be my storyline.
Do you think you would who would be like if any of the WWE stars right now? Who would be like your number one like rival? I guess.
I don't know. I would say, I don't know, somebody like Randy Orton. I don't know. I'd try to go after one of the big guns first.
Oh no, that would make a great storyline because like I remember back in like middle school, like Randy Orton and Triple H really had it out for each other, and you could be the son that's trying to like prove himself, like Dad, I can take down Randy Orton, and then like when you do, and then he's like, yeah, I'll take you on as my son, and then you guys like hug and shit like that. That'd be, oh my god, this is a great storyline. We gotta send this to WWE.
This is a great creative right now. I'm just waiting for the WWE to call my name, but yeah, for now, I don't see the WWE coming into my future just because I'm very short and small, but I don't know. I'm not going to rule anything out.
Well, what's like the average height of a WWE wrestler? Does anyone know? Can someone look that up?
I think they're all like 250 at least.
Yeah,
That'll be an issue.
Yeah, but isn't it mainly like how big they look? It's not necessarily like John Cena looks stacked, but he's also like 5'2", maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I want to call out John Cena on the podcast. He might kick my ass, but
Yeah.
All right. You were a multi-sport athlete in your younger days till you started focusing on wrestling. So now we're going to focus on your favorite hometown athletes from Mifflin County sports. Starting with football, who's your favorite football player to come out of Mifflin County?
Heath Hidlay, running back. Favorite football player of all time. Favorite midget or peewee football player was Isaiah Kearns. Never seen anybody so good.
I've had
He
some.
actually ran over everybody. That was really cool to see. I'm trying to think who else I enjoyed playing against. McVaytown Eagles was always a fun time, just because those were, guys that I wrestled with at Lewittown, like Noah Stewart and guys like that. That was a lot of fun.
That was the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I wasn't on that team. I was
Okay.
I was on the midget team, but they definitely played them in the Super Bowl. Those are my favorite athletes, football wise.
All right, let's talk boys and girls basketball.
All right. Boys basketball, I'll give a shout out to Cody Donaldson. Great range from the lefty from the 3-point line. I love that. Evan Seavey, Jack Packer, all those guys. Ted Wilson, I'll throw a shout out to him too. But yeah, that's boys basketball. Girls basketball, go Maggie Wilson. Jessica Wright was fun to watch, and all of my friends on the basketball team, Allie Hurto and them, they were fun.
Good squad, good squad. All right, let's talk golf. Mifflin County golf.
Okay. Mifflin County golf. Evan Seabee, I love playing with him. That was a lot of fun. I'm absolutely terrible at golf, but he let me play with him at the LCC, and so that was a lot of fun. We'll leave it at that, though.
All right, favorite wrestler, Mifflin County singlet.
You can't choose yourself.
That's a tough question. There's so many of them, but I don't know. Growing up, it was always guys like Matt Boston, Nick Bedleon, and that kind of era of wrestlers is who I was used to when I was really young and looked up to. I guess my favorite team of all time was the Mifflin County Husky wrestling team of 2015 and 2016. We'll leave it at that, but I love those guys.
Favorite baseball player.
Let's see, favorite baseball player. I enjoyed watching Peyton Reisman on the mound. Whenever he was on, that was completely lights out. Nobody could hit him.
No. How about cross country?
Joey Bender,
That's-
first team.
JV squad freshman year.
Yeah,
That was some good times, man.
the list starts and ends there.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. All right, finish it off. You got any favorite bowlers from Mifflin County? Bowling.
Oh my goodness. I think I only know one bowler who played on the high school team. Well, and we had class with him. I'm trying to remember his name. It was the Mr. Lepley's class, and he always got in arguments with him.
That
Pierce.
Pierce Allmiller.
Pierce Allmiller, my favorite bowler.
All right. Respect. Pierce. Huh?
We saw him at Domino's the other day.
Yeah, he's working at Domino's right now, if you're wondering.
Awesome.
Yep.
You got any connections there? Because I would really love a buffalo chicken pizza right now.
No connections with Pierce.
Hungry.
But let's talk your favorite hometown locations in Mifflin County.
Well, Juniata Valley YMCA, Lewistown Country Club, say the Lewistown Lanes. I guess those are my three spots I would hang out at a lot.
Not the Bridge.
Bridge is up there, but that's kind of a Hoagies and Bridge type deal. That's like a bundle.
All right. Speaking of hoagies, let's rank some hoagie shops.
Awesome. All right. So 1 and 2 are really close for me, but 1 is just because I've gone there all my life and I can't put them anywhere else other than 1. That'll be the Southside Hoagie Shop. 2 is really growing on me, is West End Service Store. 3 will stay in Lewistown, Twin Kiss.
They serve
4
hoagies?
Yep, Twin Kiss Hoagies. Very big.
Twin Kiss?
Good bread.
Twinkies has hoagies?
So,
I guess.
I thought they only had ice
Yeah,
cream.
no. They got food there.
Oh my god, my sister worked there
4
for like a year and I didn't even know that.
I think 4 will surprise a lot of people, but I'll go Burnham OIP. I think they have really good bread and great portions. 5, I was having trouble with. It kind of came down to I was going to go a location kind of far outside Lewistown that I don't really get to go to a whole lot. And I guess you get places like Toots, Whitehall, and Point Store. But in honor of Ross Underhill, I'll go with the Point Store as my number 5.
You can't
I got
see-
banned from the Point Store now, though.
Why did you get? I saw that on Twitter. Why did you get banned from the Point store?
I was hiding Dr. Fagos, and one of my coworkers snitched on me, and I got banned.
You were hiding them where? Like, were you
Yes,
hiding
I
them
was-
like under your jacket to steal them?
I wasn't hiding him. A coworker hid him from me. I got blamed for it.
All right.
So you were the
All
scapegoat
right,
there.
we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue on food talk. Top 5 school lunches.
Oh my goodness. I think I did a media project on this, but I'll give you the top 3.
Yeah,
'Cause
top
I'm,
3.
I'm
That's
running,
fine.
I'm running late for dinner here, but I'll definitely the Husky Melt is number 1. Always will be. And if anybody tells you otherwise, I just don't listen to them. I'll go Chili Dog Day number 2. And then 3, I'll go like breakfast for lunch. That'll be my 3rd.
You didn't. Where would shrimp poppers rate on that?
I mean that's
That didn't sound
a
like
good
a-
lunch. It was
man.
good lunch, but sometimes it wasn't enough portion for me. So you'd have to double lunch that.
Yeah, that was the problem, man. You spent so much money on lunch there, but I guess at the
Yeah.
same time, it's kind of like, oh, now $240 for lunch. Holy shit, sounds like
Yeah.
a deal.
All right. I wanted to ask you about your top 5 quarterback tweet.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
Can we end it off here for then? Because I gotta head off to a dinner. if
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
Okay, so when I put out that tweet, it was my top 5 favorite fictional QBs for movies, and it caught a lot of heat. I don't know why, but Shane Falco from The Replacements is just an all-time favorite. The line that resonates with me is "Pain heals, chicks dig scars, but glory lasts forever." So that's just.
I like that.
It's so great. And then I think it went Willie Beeman from Any Given. And then I made a mistake for my 3rd. I put the guy from Friday Night Lights, even though he was a real person. So try to forget about that. And then 4 was Cap from Any Given Sunday. That's my favorite football movie of all time. So I gave love to both of those guys. And I think Paul Crew from Gridiron Gang. No, not Gridiron Gang. What's that movie called? That's number 5.
Longest Yard.
Longest Yard. Yeah, my bad.
All right. Well, thank you.
Before you go, I do have one question. All right, so
All right, what's up?
would you rather fight one Joey-sized duck or 100 duck-sized Joeys?
I'll fight one Joey-sized duck.
And what's your
Just
reasoning?
because the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Ooh.
Respect.
Any midget football coach ever alive probably said that.
All right, Hayden. Thanks for giving us your time. We'll talk to you here soon. Maybe get some more questions asked. We got some more on our plate, but thanks for the time you gave us.
Yeah, definitely. Just hit me up whenever you need to. I had a great time.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely, man. Enjoy your dinner.
Enjoy
Take
your-
her easy.
Yep, see ya.
See ya.
That was cool. It was cool. All right, guys. So that does end the first Mifflin County Small Talk pilot podcast. If you're listening on SoundCloud, make sure to follow that. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe. Not sure what the what kind of like time frame we're looking for here. Like once a week, or what's the deal there? Because we gotta let the listeners know what we're gonna do next. Because now they're invested. If they made it this far, holy shit.
Well, we got a big lineup coming up. We just to give you some people. We're gonna get Rib and Stick Outdoors in here. Brian Yetter and some of the Mifflin County 15-year-old team after they go win a title here soon, and M God Productions, some local rappers in the county. So we got a few people to talk about yet.
It's awesome. So yeah, continue to tune in. I'm sure probably within the next week or two, with everyone going back to college now, everyone's gonna want to move in and stuff like that, and I'm gonna take a little bit to get all that taken care of. I guess this is kind of it, at least for me. I'll be in Philly. You'll be in Lock Haven.
Yeah, thanks for giving us. We can get you in.
I'll come back. I'll come back and talk some more shit.
Yeah, man. We'll get
I
you in for
got
sure.
a whole freaking bag of shit that I just want to talk. But
All right.
we'll say that for another episode. But yeah, because then I'm out of the county and no one's gonna come after me about it. So, but yeah, so I guess tune in next time, whether it be on YouTube, SoundCloud. Make sure to take the link and retweet it so this gets some traction, so we can get some more people on the show and everything like that. Once again, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
This has been a Happy Rod production.
For me?